or bronze. He wasn't going to get gold. Like, Usain Bolt is going to dominate, but he should not have ever tried to do what Usain Bolt did. Usain Bolt is the man. Elena Thompson wins women's 100 and 200 meter gold medal. She's the first woman to do that since Florence Griffith joined her in the 1988 Olympics. Hey, that woman from Jamaica, wow. And I want to say this. I don't know what they got brewing in Jamaica, but we need that here in America. I don't know what they have there, and it's not the marijuana that's making these women and these men that fast. I don't know what they're doing, but it's like you look at them and you say, man, I heard the announcer say that their population is about the population size of Kansas. So that's extremely small. But for them to be that small and be that dominant in these events, it's like, wow. Nah, forget why. It's like, damn. They're just dominant. The men and the women, they just dominate. That's exactly what they do. We need that here in the United States because our boys are getting dominated when it comes to this track and field. Now, they didn't get dominated in the 100 meter hurdles. Now, 3 women, American women, they swept it, gold, silver, and bronze. And that was the first time in Olympic history that has ever happened where a country has swept the whole gold medal and bronze. That has never ever happened. Now, on the flip side, yeah, the Americans, they didn't even medal when it came to the 110 hurdles, and yeah, that's just not good. That has never ever happened in that event's history. So yeah, that's really not good. Do I have time to do another topic? No, I don't. But when I come back, I want to talk about Charles Barkley, how he says that Team USA is too reliant upon isolation players. And then also, there's a mob boss out there who is a Patriots fan. Next here on the Grizz.
Chewy and some hot. Like I told Tish, I see when I like you see them twirl, then he drop it. And we keep them to my block. And Monte keep it on him, he done drop. And he be wildin', he some hot. Tones known to get busy with them. Try to run down and you can catch it. Running through till I pass out. And shoot. But you just might as well live.
We're back, and this is the Grizz. Thank you for tuning in to me here on SME. Before I get into the whole Charles Barkley situation, Paul Pierce reportedly returning for his 19th NBA season. Pierce has averaged 20.6 points and 5.7 rebounds per game in his career. He posted only 6.1 points and 2.7 rebounds per game last season. Here's my thing with Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce just need to sit down. Seriously, he's old. I was watching him play, and I'm not going to say it hurt me to see him play because, I mean, I'm not a fan of Paul Pierce. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he might have a Clipper uniform on. My whole thing is that, yeah, you are still the hated Boston Celtics. You bleed that old disgusting green. So, yes, I want to see you look bad. Like, I want you to fail. As a matter of fact, he should come back, and instead of averaging only 6.1 points per game, he can go on and average, how about nothing? I don't like nothing about the Boston Celtics. I do respect them because they are winners, and you have to respect winners. You have to. Even if you don't like it, you have to respect anybody who sits there and win. But yeah, I hope Paul Pierce have a horrible season, even worse than he had last season. Charles Barkley says Team USA too reliant on isolation players. Quote, it's not good. Team, hold on, let me get that right. Quote, it's not a good team to put together. Barkley, 53, told 360az.com, if you take away DeAndre Jordan, every guy on that team is a ball dominant guy. You see the same, you see them playing a lot of 101 basketball. That's the thing I've noticed more than anything. Like, you have to understand, when you put a team together like that, you have to have some role players. When they put that team together in the future, they have to realize you can't have just really great offensive players. They got to have players that if they don't get a shot, they're not just going to stand around and mope. Now, end quote. Now, this is what I was talking about when I saw that, you know, the United States had given up some points to some players that I felt that should not have scored a ton of points. And I had brought up what happened with Kobe Bryant, and Kobe's whole thing is that I'm going to be that defensive stopper. I'm going to stop everything. And that was Kobe Bryant's whole mindset, because his whole thing is, I have Kevin Durant, I have LeBron James, I have Carmelo Anthony, and I'll speak about him in a little bit. But Kobe's whole thing was, I have all these guys. There is no need for me to sit there and be this offensive wizard that I am. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to do the dirty work. I'm going to shut down every player that thinks he can play on the offensive end. I'm going to shut him down. And on top of that, Kobe Bryant, when they needed points, Kobe Bryant was there to get the job done. People like Harrison Barnes should be a defensive presence. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know why Harrison Barnes is even on the basketball team. I really don't understand that. He's a mediocre basketball player. And I know I said it was probably a few months back, that he wasn't a bust. Yes, Harrison Barnes is a bust. Anytime you're taken in the lottery and you play like him, you're a bust. He has no business being on the team. The same thing for DeAndre Jordan. These guys don't deserve to be on this team. But my thing is that I don't even know what Charles Barkley is even talking about. Seriously, I understand. Take that back. I understand what he's trying to convey. I just think that he didn't do a great job in executing his comments. That's just my personal opinion, because when you look at the Dream Team, the only person that they had that was a defensive stopper, well, two. You had Michael, and then you had Scottie Pippen. Jimmy Butler is a good defensive player. For me, I always felt that he was a better defensive player than, say, somebody like a Kawhi Leonard. That's just my personal opinion. So it's not like they don't have the guys that can do it. It's just that these guys just don't have the mindset to be able to go out there and do it. You got to think, when the Dream Team, when they came together, Scottie and Michael, they had already won championships. So they already knew what it took to go out there and win. Remember, in that first NBA championship that Chicago had won when they went up against the Lakers in 1991, remember, Michael was struggling against Magic Johnson. So what did Phil do? Phil said, nah, Mike, yeah, you're going to be great. You're going to be great. But as of right now, no. Scotty, you go get Magic. And Magic, he didn't have those Magic-type games after Scottie Pippen started to guard him. So they understood what it took to win a championship. These guys, they don't know what it takes to win a championship. That's what it all boils down to. Somebody like Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, his whole thing should be, you know what? We got enough offensive players. Let me go out there and dominate. I do agree with Charles Barkley with that. Like, I'm watching these guys and I'm like, man, this is straight up trash. Now, I do love the fact that they went out there and they dominated. I love the fact that they dominated Argentina to let them know and let the world know that we're back. We're here and we're not playing any games. I need for the United States to go out there and just dominate. Now, one of the things that, you know, really had me just saying, really? Like, are you serious? You're trying to tell me that y'all are relying upon that guy? I didn't understand that. And that's Carmelo Anthony. My whole thing with Carmelo Anthony is that when has Carmelo Anthony became a leader? Like, when? I didn't get that memo. Where is that memo? I'm hearing Kyrie Irving saying, yeah, we rely upon Carmelo Anthony to, you know, be the leader. I'm like, okay, yeah. If you are relying on Carmelo Anthony to be your leader, this is what you get. Carmelo Anthony, he's not a leader. What has he ever done? Seriously, I'm being honest. Like, I want you to tell me, what has he done? I don't want nobody to sit there and say, well, you know, he won a championship at the University of Syracuse. Man, that's college. What is it? What has he done in the pros? What has he done? If that be the case, if he's that leader, then he needs to set the tone on the defensive end. You do it, and then you allow the other offensive talented players to sit there and dominate. You take it upon yourself and say, you know what? I'm locking down any and everybody who come this way. He didn't do that. That's why I disagree with Charles Barkley. It's not about role players. It's about these great players being able to go out there and take it up an extra notch, doing things that they probably don't feel comfortable in doing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Kobe did, even though Kobe doesn't have a problem in playing defense. But trust and believe me, Kobe Bryant at heart, he's a scorer. Trust and believe me, he wanted to score the basketball. That's who he is. That's how he was made. But he understood, you know what? Yeah, we're going to struggle if I don't sit there and I don't shut these guys down. So let me go and do that. Carmelo Anthony should have done that. And then I saw something on ESPN. They were asking, well, who's the better Olympian or men's basketball Olympian of all time? Is it LeBron James or is it Carmelo Anthony? And I'm like, hello? It's LeBron James all day long. LeBron James, anytime you compare LeBron James to Carmelo Anthony and it's something positive, it's LeBron James. Anything negative is going to be Carmelo Anthony. But positivity, it's going to be LeBron James. LeBron James is a far more superior player than LeBron James. Not because Carmelo Anthony can't be on that same level. It's the fact that he hasn't chosen to do it. I mean, we're talking about the same guy who's okay with not winning an NBA championship. Like, he's okay with just winning gold medals. That right there in itself lets you know why they're struggling. And then on top of that, then we have DeAndre Jordan, this no free throw shooting individual. He shares the same sentiment with Carmelo Anthony. Like, I don't understand this new crop of NBA players. Like, I don't understand. It's like they're saying this so they can make themselves feel good about not winning a championship. So if you're asking me, I mean,